Hey, hello everyone. Good evening or good morning, wherever you are. So welcome to another episode of Good Cop, Bad Cop. No, let's talk about it. Business or busyness? Hi, Ivan. Hi. So, well, Sangeeta came up with this idea for today. So you have to start, Sangeeta. I don't know what you want to talk about.
So I want to first start off with the fact that Ryan has Being You with Business Tomorrow. And I thought this is a brilliant conversation to start with today. Of course, we will talk. I mean, Ryan is the maestro here with business, so he will tell you more. But I noticed a couple of things that were showing up in my universe, and I thought that'd be a great topic. One, I noticed how many people actually use their business just to keep busy, not because they really want to create it.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that is and everywhere any of us are doing that, would you be willing to revoke, destroy, and create all of that, please?
Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
So instead of business, they were doing busyness.
So what's your definition of business that keeps you being busy and actually not creating? Anyone? Did I lose someone? Did I lose you all? So let me repeat that. So what definition do you have about business that keeps you being busy with business but actually creating nothing? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, power 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. I don't look at busyness as a problem, but if you are busy and you are not creating anything, you are just busy, and creating nothing, that's the problem. And a lot of people that they say they are so busy, you're like, please don't talk to me, I'm so busy. And then at the end of the day, you ask them, what have you done today? They're like, yeah, nothing. So if you look at your life, those days that you were so busy, did you really accomplish a lot, or like maybe only one thing?
Of course, we accomplished a lot. What are you saying, Ryan? So busy whining, so busy complaining, so busy going, so busy.
So busy judging.
So busy judging. So busy being wrong.
So busy taking a rest.
So busy, so busy avoiding, so sleeping and eating. So
Yes.
busy.
So how do you know all this? Are you an expert of this?
Yes. That is why I brought up the topic. Been there, done that.
And still doing. And even myself, I'm still doing as well.
Okay. Yeah, but the good thing is that, when you can recognize it, then you can begin to change it, right? But if you're not recognizing it, and like for me, I grew up in a business family, and all at the same time, I kept telling myself, I will never do business. Because I saw them using business against themselves. And I was like, I'm never going to do business. So for me, when we came to Access and Gary said, the minute you wake up, you're breathing, you're in business. I was like, okay. I don't want to be in business.
So can you say more? What did you see that you feel like they were using business against themselves? What did you see in your family?
So there were a lot of fights over business. There were a lot of like family fights around business. They were using business to sort of like get at each other, also like compete with each other, fight with each other. And then I saw my family go through like this period of when they did really well. The more well they did, the more bad the fights got. And then they reached a point where they went bankrupt. And so we saw that part of life as well, how everything became so different. And then, I was studying in a particular school. I had to be moved out of that school because we couldn't afford the fees anymore. And that was crazy. Like, so, as a child, when I watched all that, every day I told myself, at that time, I really didn't think that I had the option of doing business. Let me be very honest. I was a good Indian girl. I thought I would be married to a business family. So I promised myself that I will never marry a businessman. I will always marry a professional. I'll marry a doctor or an engineer or someone, but I will definitely not marry anybody in a business family. So anyway, any of you made such stupid promises to yourself? And guess what, Ryan? I'm married to a businessman. So everything that is. And the interesting part is I started business with him. We started the business together. So everything that I said I wouldn't do, I did.
So after you started a business with your husband, so did you like discover more? Did you actually discover that you actually can do business? You actually have brilliance with business, or did you discover that like you are full of shit in business?
You
Which
know,
one?
that's a very interesting conversation because it was so easy for me, and it was so easy for me to do everything, and it became. But at the back of my mind, since I'd made those promises, it was my husband's business. I never looked at it as my business. I always said this is my husband's business. I'm helping him. Though I was really the main player, it was so easy for me to make decisions. It was so easy for me to take in charge and everything. And then when it was settled, I moved out. I actually just exited and started doing other things to find so very crazy. But when I stepped out of the business, it was to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
To find what I was good at.
So yeah, someone says, Sangeeta, can you put
Yeah,
your
I'm
mic
sorry.
closer?
I know Is this better if I do it without the mic?
Yes, better.
Okay, let's do it without the mic today.
Kill the mic. Kill the mic.
It's time to buy AirPods.
So, actually, okay, someone said, how to create business without avoiding competition? Well, with that point of view, you are already creating competition. If you care about competition, if you have the need to avoid competition, if you have any points of view about competition, you are doing competition.
Everything that is. Can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong with that, but fuck all 9 shots, boys and beyond.
The reason why you care about, or you have fear, or you have judgments about people doing competition is because you are doing it. If you are not doing it, you will have no point of view. How do I know? I've done that a lot. Okay, so in Access, we talk about no competition. But if you look left and right, up and down, everywhere you see competition. Okay, so but if you don't buy into it, if you don't react to it, you can keep out creating those people. You can keep out creating yourself and out creating those businesses. Okay, if you have, so this is how you know, do you have any point of view or not? So if you're reacting, if you worry about people doing competition, you need to see what points of view do you have.
Also, as humanoids, you don't know how to compete actually. Your only competition is yourself, but you can perceive it. And like Ryan said, you must have a point of view to buy into it. You can perceive it and you think you're doing competition, but actually you're just aware of how competition is a very real component of this reality, and especially your business. So everywhere you misidentified and misapplied that you're competing, can you please revoke, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, podcast, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. However, because you have a point of view, it allows the competition to exist. So everything that is, any point of view that you have that allows it to exist in the first place, can you please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, podcast, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. The energy that you want to play with is not really competition. You want to play with out-creation. So when someone is doing something that's really awesome, you want to out-create that person. But not from a space of like, oh my God, how can they do it and I can't? And how can I do it in a way that will kill their business? But like, what can I do that is also like greater with no point of view?
I think I'm going to use the word busy a lot tonight in all the clearings that I'm going to do. Like, you know, if you have it.
I thought you were going to use the word busy because you're really getting busy tonight.
No, because if you have been watching what Sangeeta and I have been doing for the last in the last few episodes, there was one few weeks ago I just keep using the word dum-dum and now I will keep using the word busy. Okay, so
But even
How many-
in our last call also, you used one word over and over again, and it wasn't dumb. It was something else.
It was something else. I don't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
So tonight, the code word is busy, right? Busy.
Yes, busy. So, how many of you? Okay, if you have business, okay, whether it's your own business or something, how many of you are busy doing competition and busy pretending you are not doing competition, and you are busy avoiding competition? Basically, you are busy avoiding your life in your business. Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and credit all.
Yes, right, wrong, good, bad.
Right, wrong, good and bad, part and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow.
So Ryan, I have a question actually. You know, when Gary says, as long as you wake up and you're breathing, you're in business. Can you say a little more about how your life is your business?
Or let me ask you, how is your life not your business?
Well, that's easier actually. My life is my business.
Yeah. So you see, a lot of people, they will say, oh, I have a business, so I need to manage my business. I need to put in effort, blah, 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 blah. But so that is correct. But do you do that with your own life? Most people, they don't put in effort in creating their own life. They are having a life that they don't know why they have a life, and they are just waiting for the life to end. So, and if you are just waiting for your life to end, you cannot have success in your life, and you cannot have success in business. Okay. So how many of you are busy dying? Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and credit all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, part and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Oh, that was a good one. One more time. So how many of you are so busy dying? Everything that is, can we please destroy and then create it all?
Right, wrong, good and bad, part and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
Wow.
Now you wonder why your business is not working, and now you know why your life is not working.
Ooh, cool.
Oh yeah. So
I'm just looking at the chat. We have a very interesting question. It says, Al is asking, what do you mean by busy? Is it killing the time?
Yeah, that included. So most people, they just want to do something. Okay, you do. You have a lot of non-stop doing to prove you are busy, to prove you are being a contribution, to prove you are not useless. How many of you do so many things in your business just to prove you are not useless? And prove you are alive. And if you have the need to prove you are alive, you are busy dying. Everything that is times a godzillion will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad,
yes,
part and part,
right,
all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
I think it's also not just to prove that you're alive, but also to prove that, you know, that I'm not useless. The thing that you said before this, that I'm doing something. And all the time when they're busy actually desiring to die, and then like you said, that's why the business is not working, but they're not seeing that it's actually, they're just doing this to really kill time till they die.
You are freezing.
Did I freeze, guys?
You froze for like 3 seconds. And you're still freezing. You're like,
sorry, I froze. I think, did I freeze?
No, now you're good. You're back.
Okay, I'm back. Back again. I've got such naughty songs going in my head right now.
Okay, so let me explain that. So let's say you have your own business, and in your business, you don't have that many things to do. Okay, so you are maybe just like sitting there, relaxing. Do you feel useless in that case? Do you feel like you're not creating enough? Okay, so a lot of us, we just make ourselves busy just to avoid that feeling useless. Okay, so, but you are not actually creating something. So in order to create something, it requires you to be something different and choose something different, not just do. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. And wow, someone said my IPOF few years ago, woman who's not working is useless. Okay, I need to say something about this. That is not a fucking IPOF. That is a fixed point of view. Stop calling your fixed point of view.
Stop being nice. Stop being a good cop. It's a freaking judgment.
Stop calling your fixed point of view as your interesting point of view. If that is an interesting point of view, it will not affect you. It's affecting you because it was so fixed. Okay, so something is not quite right with me today. I think I'm a little bit too intense, so just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, someone said, even when we don't do things, our minds are still busy. Shall we empty our mind as well? Good luck trying to empty your mind.
Nice try, guys. Nice try. But you can run your bars. You can run your bars to get rid of point of views. And you can ask, and you can actually employ your mind to work for you instead of working for your mind. Everything that brought up or let down, can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, puck, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Can you explain that?
So instead of like, your mind is like this really naughty monkey, and it is always giving you reasons for your limitations. But if you will pock and pod your mind, you can actually employ it to work for you. If you stay in question, if you stay in the 4 elements of creation, then you can get your mind, you can employ your mind to work for you instead of working for your mind.
And by the way, you don't have a monkey mind. You have a King Kong mind. Okay, calling your mind a monkey, that is an understatement. You have Super King Kong inside your mind.
The interesting thing about the mind is when you judge yourself as wrong or less, your mind will give you 10 reasons why. But it will never tell you how you can get out of that judgment, and it will never tell you how to actually not be wrong. It will just tell you yes, and let me tell you 10 other reasons why you're wrong and 10 other reasons why you are so stupid and you deserve to be judged.
So the mind is like
I know. I can get tired.
The mind is like non-stop gathering evidence that matches your point of view, and your point of view is basically about how wrong you are. So your mind will keep finding evidence to prove you are wrong. Okay. So so someone said the 4 elements of creation. Well, there are 2 people asking the 4 elements of creation. Do you want to go into that?
Yeah. So the 4 elements of creation are question, and this is all in your bars manual, guys. Question. So everywhere we go into conclusion and we omit, and we don't use question, we stick ourselves in limitation. Every time we conclude, even if it is like the economy is bad, that's a conclusion. There's no question in it. Now, because of the pandemic, all businesses are down. That's a conclusion. It's not a question. So asking a question will open up your choice. Second is the choice. So you can keep asking questions and you can keep poking to heaven and back. But if you don't choose something different, you cannot, the doors cannot open. The doors will appear, but they will not open till you don't choose it. And it's only when you make a choice do we go into that. When that door opens, it shows you all the other doors that are available and possible for you. Those are your possibilities. Question, choice, possibilities, and every possibility will give you more choice. It's not a one-time thing that I choose this and that's it. Every choice will lead to possibilities that lead to more choice. It's an ongoing thing. And then once you choose, once you're willing to choose and tap into the possibilities, then you receive the contribution. And that is what business is all about. That is what your life is all about, actually, if you will choose it. These are the elements of creation. Your life is a creation. Your business is a creation.
And thank you, Sangeeta, for explaining it this way, while you were explaining it this way, I got the energy of how many of you keep yourself so busy as your best way of not choosing something different? Okay, so the point of view that you have, the lie you're telling yourself all the time is, I'm so busy, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. So, and then you just stop right there. You're not choosing anything different. Okay, so how many of you keep yourself busy to avoid choices? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So you are a busy non-chooser.
You're busy not choosing.
Busy non-chooser, busy non-creator.
Everything that is, can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shorts, boys and men. So the interesting thing is, you know, Ryan, Henki, we can see your hand up. We'll take your question. I just wanted to add something. This thing that you said that we're not creating, actually we're creating all the time. When we don't choose, then something else or someone else is choosing for us, and that's getting created anyway. So the creation is going on. We're not willing to be the creator of our own lives at that time. Right? We just become at the effect of what everyone else is choosing. So when you don't choose for you, someone else or something else will choose for you. You don't get, I mean, you will be impacted whether or not you choose. But when you choose, it's just more fun. And you get to create what you desire, what would work greater for you.
So, okay, I am very curious. Who is this person asking the question with the name? Is this an AI or AL? AI, I think. I'm really curious. Who is this? Can you show yourself? Just for me to.
We are curious because you also have a name like AI. Are you really the artificial intelligence? I've been really wanting to get to know him.
No, because I saw you in previous Zoom, so I have no idea who you are.
Is it AI or is it Al?
Okay, so her question is, what's the difference between our mind, who choose or we choose? For choosing, shall we use our mind? How many of you are so busy proving your mind is useful, your mind is contributing? How many of you are so busy proving your mind is valuable? Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, let me tell you what. Many years ago, I attend a online class series with Dr. Dane, the co-creator of Access. And that teleclass, the title of that class was Choice. And I think it was like 12 calls or something. So it's a very long series all about choice. Can you imagine the title only has one word, choice. Okay, but we can talk for like, I don't know, I think 12 calls. And one of the clearing that changed how I function, and I still remember it right now because that really affected me a lot, is how many of you believe choice is a mental construct? So you believe choice is a mental thing. If you have that point of view, whenever we say choose, whenever we say choice, you go into your mind, try to figure out what's the right choice, how do you choose, what do you need to go through, what you need to analyze, what you need to judge, and then you think you choose something, but you're actually not choosing anything and nothing changed. Okay, so if you believe choice is a mental construct, you will go into your mind and you're not choosing. Everything that is times a gazillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Whoa, wow, ooh, wow, wow, wow. So, still a lot of energy to this one. So people really misidentify and misapply what is choice. Choice is not only a mental thing. choice has real action that follows. So many people, they say, I choose. But if you look at their behavior, their actions, it's the exact opposite. Okay, so if you really choose, you will have action that match that choice. If you don't have action that match that choice, you are not choosing. You are just pretending you are choosing. You are just mental masturbating. Okay, AKA mindfuck. Sankita, where are you? I need you to come and rescue the day, to save the day.
So everywhere we are mind fucking ourselves about choice, because it's a really interesting topic that you picked up. And how many of us like give up choice in business because we buy into this reality's version of what business should be? Because that's what I did with my family. When I saw them do it the way they did it, I never wanted to have anything to do with it. And it was so crazy. But when I started asking, like, what do I know about business and what can I choose? Actually, your business can actually be the purpose of your business can really be joy, but nobody talks to us about that. So everywhere you've decided that your business is a source of pain instead of joy, can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so did I divert from the choice conversation? I'm sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. So I just want to like connect that word, the mindfuck and the busy into a clearing. So that would be, how many of you are so busy mindfucking yourself into failure in life and business and relationship? Everything that is times a Godzillion will now please destroy and credit all. Yes. Right, wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. How much energy are you using to mindfuck you into failure in life and business? Everything that is times a Godzillion will now please destroy and credit all. And thinking you are choosing and wondering why nothing works. Everything that is times a Godzillion will now please destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
We have a really interesting question from Al or AI, whoever you are. I'm loving your questions. Like Ryan said, we'd really like to see you. So if you would grace us with your camera on, we'd love it. But in any case, we will still take your questions because you're throwing in such excellent questions. So she or he is asking, how do you choose? Do you choose with your heart? No. Do you choose with your head? No. You choose what is light. You choose what is light. You ask a question, and if it's light, you choose it. You choose something and you see what energy it's going to create. If it's light, it's going to create more lightness in your world. If it's heavy, it's going to create more heaviness in your world. So you choose what is light. How many of us choose from wrong and right and never choose what is light? Everything that is, could you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many of you mindfuck yourself with the right choices and the wrong choices to never choose the light choices? Can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Is that a right way to mindfuck ourselves? Just ask.
Wow. Fenna is texting me. Some people are new, so they don't know what is light and heavy.
So, they don't know what is light and heavy?
Well, so for some people, they are new to access and they are watching.
Oh, okay. Cool. So light and heavy is a tool in access. This reality makes you choose from what is right and what is wrong. What is right and what is wrong is according to someone else's version of what is right and what is wrong. They're usually point of views that our parents have told us, our elders have told us, our mentors have told us, this reality has told us, which takes away from our awareness. When we talk about light and heavy, we are really using our own awareness. So when you ask a question like, if I choose this, what will my life look like? An energy comes up. If that energy is light, it's true for you. If it is heavy, it's lie. And we can actually do an exercise. If all of you have an object next to you, like I have a glass, if you have an object next to you, you can put it in front of your solar plexus and say one true statement and one lie statement about it. So let's say I have a glass. So my true statement would be, this is a glass. And see the energy that comes up in your body. What is that? Is that light? Is that heavy? Where do you feel it? Where do you sense it? Is it an expansive energy or does that contract you? Just get a sense. Say something true about the object, put it in front of your solar plexus and say something true. Say if you have a phone, for example, you just say, okay, this is my mobile phone. Okay. Did you get a sense of that energy? Yeah? Can somebody give me a thumbs up so we know you've done it? Cool. So now you take the same object and you say something that is a lie about it. So let's say I'll say, this is a book. I'm going to read it. Okay. Sense that energy. Is it different from the first one? Yeah. Is it more dense? Is it more contracting? Okay. So whenever it's a lie, it will be contracting and it's a lie. So it will just create more of this energy, this dense energy. When it's light for you, it just creates more lightness for you. It's true for you. Okay. Is it a universal truth? No. What is light for you may not be light for someone else. It just, and you, if you start choosing what is light for you, you will continuously be able to create more lightness, because whatever the energy is with which you start out, you know, this world has taught us all wrong things. I don't know how it is in your culture. I have a little bit of an idea, but really in India, especially when we are about to get married and we get cold feet and we get nervous, and actually it's heavy, they tell us, oh, no, that is because you're very excited. And that is like, because, you know, everybody feels like that. Everybody gets this heavy feeling about it. No, it's not. Not everybody gets it. When it's light for you, it will feel light. It will be light. And when you step into something with an energy that is not comfortable, that's what you're going to create more of. So listen to your body. If your body is saying it's heavy, maybe ask another question. Does it mean that it's heavy forever? No, it can change tomorrow. It can change in the next 10 minutes. But you've got to, the key component is to continuously ask questions and follow your awareness, which is something that we're not taught. I wish we were taught this when we were little kids. Did I miss out anything, Ryan? Do you want to add something to that?
Nope. I'm thinking about something else, but no.
What are you thinking about? When was the last time you chose heavy? Was that
no.
that you shouldn't have slept with?
That happened a lot. Oh my God. So while you were explaining that, I got that how this reality function. In this reality, business is all like about the mind thing. So when you go into business, you have to analyze, you have to judge, you have to make the right decision. And then no one basically talk about awareness in business. Yeah. It's like the word awareness and business, they don't go along with each other. Right? You have not heard anyone say, oh, I just follow my awareness and I have a successful business. You have never heard anyone talk about that.
Yeah.
So business in this reality is something that keep pulling you or triggering you to go into your mind, and it's like you don't even it's like you forget that you have this valuable thing called your awareness. So that's what I just got just now.
That's where that right way of doing business and the wrong way of doing business comes in, right? That you have to have a projected goal. You have to have a mission statement. You have to have, so it's almost like you define your business in a certain way and then you limit it to that definition, and it cannot be anything greater than that. So everywhere we've done that with our businesses, can we please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyond.
So if you function from awareness in business, so let's say you sense a possibility, and then you choose, you ask question, and then you take action, and then you make that something actualizable. Okay, so you actualize it. But business in this reality is all about, like, you have a target in mind, like 5 years from now, how you want your business to be, and then from there you take one step back, like 4 years, and then 3 years, and then 2 years. What you must do and accomplish at each milestone. Okay, and this is how we make business something so not fun, so rigid. And by the way, this is not how we create. Okay, if you are here watching this class, you are someone very different. Okay, so you are basically not normal. The normal business way, it doesn't work for you. How many of you keep trying to do business the right way, but you give up way too quickly, and then you judge yourself for giving up?
Yes.
But actually, the reason why you give up is not because you have problem. It's because you know that is not how it should be. That's
Absolutely.
what worked for a lot of other normal people, but not for you.
I have to give you a little story about exactly this. So when I got into Access, and when I started when I became a CF, and then I started asking okay, how do I get people to my class? How do I increase my classes? How do I convert? At first, I wasn't willing to look at it as business at all, because I had this point of view that spirituality and money don't go together. And you do good things to people, you should not charge them. So I got over that point of view. And then the next question was, okay, how do I create my business? And everybody told me, how can anyone find you when you don't have a website? Okay. And every time I would try to create a website, I would break down into tears, Ryan. I have once paid someone, I promise you, and this is the stupidest thing I may have done, and how does it get any better than this? I paid someone over 800 euros to create my website, and I didn't do anything about it. The time expired. I didn't send any photographs. I didn't send any information. So that site exists with nothing on it, worth 800 euros. Of course, it's not worth anything. And I made myself so wrong. And because I bought into the point of view that if I don't have a website, I'm not in business, I didn't create anything for so long till I had to sit and pock and pod myself. And I was like, what if my business didn't require a website? And that's when I got over that point of view, and I actually created a business without a website. And then I realized that, oh my God, it doesn't have to be your website, because the Access website was giving me so much business. People were finding me from Access and reaching out to me. And there were other ways that I was creating business without a website. A website, for me, that time it wasn't light to create a website. I really almost lost it. I was on Shannon's Business of Succeeding call. And when it came to the part of making the website, I quit. I didn't even attend the calls after that, even after paying, because I was like, I can't do this. So I really killed my business because I bought into this point of view that if I want to succeed, I have to have a website. I still don't have a website, by the way, guys. I use the Access.
So you see, it's like, so you bought into the idea from those people that sell you marketing idea or sell you their web development service. So you bought points of view from them. So
Yeah.
you thought you need to have one, but at the same time, you know that's not the one you need, or maybe not the right time. But you would force yourself to do it. You manipulate yourself. You trick yourself into paying it first. Hopefully that will motivate you. And guess what? They didn't work.
It didn't work. But it worked in making me more wrong. And it worked enough to make me not want to be in business. I was like, if this is what it's going to take, I'll give it up. I don't want to do business.
So
everything that is everywhere, because I've got oh my God, me too. So can we please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all 9 shots. By the way, Ryan, we also have someone saying my daughter thinks you're very handsome.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, so you are the source of creating your business. Okay, so not the website. You are the source. But people will sell you the idea you need this or that to create your business. So you keep looking at something external, something that is not you as the source. And then you forget that you are the powerful one that can create the website. Or
Yes.
not website, the business. So
Yes.
once you are the source, you can create anything and you will know what your business needs. So if your business needs a website, you will be able to create it or find someone to create it.
Yeah.
But if you are not willing to see yourself as the source, so that requires a lot of lies, a lot of judgments about yourself. So for example, if I keep thinking I'm stupid with business, I will never see myself as a source.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many lies have you bought to never consider you as the source for any creation, Well, you are the best source and the greatest source that you can find for yourself. Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. I hope I can repeat that.
Yes, please.
How many lives have you bought to never consider you as a source for any creation, but actually you are the best source and you are the greatest source of creation that you can find for yourself? Wow, I actually have a mind that can repeat that. See, this is how the mind works. Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all.
That's employing your mind to your advantage, right?
Yes.
Everything that doesn't allow that can at least destroy and then create it. Right, wrong.
Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds.
But we do this with every aspect of our life. And if your life is your business, how much are you making someone else or something else the source of your life? Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. It was crazy, actually. It was really crazy how I decided that, how I bought into this lie that people can only find me through the website. How many other possibilities did I cut off in that one choice? Everywhere you give up your awareness, you cut out possibilities because you decide someone or something else is the source of your business or your choice or your life. Can you please revoke, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shorts, boys. I think it would have been really, really a loss to access if I decided to quit being a CF just because I couldn't make a website. It would have been really sad.
Okay, so we have 2 people like raising their hand, and so Sanjin and Hamida. I think Sanjin first, right?
Yeah.
She has been waiting for so long. Do you want to unmute yourself to ask your question?
Yes, hi Ryan.
Hi.
Actually, 2 years back, I was doing great in business, like a monopoly in business. And that was the time I decided I have to have some fun. So I literally went on like a world tour for 2 years. I was like literally traveling the world and just managing my business somehow. When I came back, 2 of my people were poached and they became my competitors, you know. They had other business partners. And now I'm worried. No, though I'm doing well, my clients are still with me. But now I work from a place of insecurity and fear more than fun. I was just having fun before that. So how to get over this?
So how have you mind fuck yourself into believing competition is real? Believing competition and scarcity is real. Okay, so we live in an abundant world. Everyone has enough. So you have to have a lot of lies to believe there's not enough for everyone. Then only you create the need to compete. Okay, so how many lies have you bought to mind fuck yourself into believing competition and scarcity are real? Everything that is times a godzillion will now please destroy and create it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. I think that one clearly answered everything.
And for me, it just became like a correlation that I can only have fun, maybe go around the world or do my business. So that is like my mind fuck right now, you know. That
So is that a conclusion or is that a question? Or is that an awareness?
I mean, I want to have fun with both of them. You know, like my business around the world.
Sanjeev, don't be Indian. Is that a question or is that an awareness?
Awareness.
That's an awareness?
No, that's a question, yeah.
No, question?
Yeah.
I thought I was having a drink. She's high.
Even I had one.
Is it a conclusion or is it a conclusion or is it an awareness?
It's an awareness.
That you can only choose either the holiday or the business. When you say that, is that light?
No, I can actually do both. I don't know how this happened though. Yeah.
So everywhere you decided that you can only either go for a holiday or do business, can you please destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POC, all nine, shots, boys and beyonds. How much did you decide you were done with the business?
I did.
So everything that is, can you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shots, boys and beyonds. When you make like a decision like that I'm done, what are you really doing? When you say I'm done with somebody, then what do? You break. I'm done. So you broke up with your business?
Yeah.
Awesome. Everything that is, can you please destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine, shots, boys and beyonds. I'm sorry, I couldn't watch you being the good cop with her, Ryan. You were too kind. Sometimes you've got to get the Indian out of the Indian.
Oh yeah.
And everything that brought up for any Indian on this call, can we please destroy and uncreate? Right and wrong, good and bad, POD and POC, all nine, shots, boys and beyonds.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
We have Hamida waiting for us.
By the way, I have 7 more minutes before I have to disappear, just for your information. So,
Yeah.
I know, and I I'm the shadow, so I have to disappear when Ryan disappears. In case everybody thought that I get to stay. Just making it clear.
All right, Hamida, do you have a question?
No, it's not a question, it's a reaction or a response. That business is actually, there has to be a relationship with business. I like when you put it across that there's abundance, and everybody in business used to be thinking of competition and so afraid. So I just don't understand, because there's blue ocean, there's plenty of things for everybody. So I like the concept of you have to be clear, this awareness of what you are doing. So this busyness, yes, it gets in the way. So you need to be clear what you are doing, whether for your business or just being busy. And I like the concept of mental fucking yourself, in which all of us go mental. So, and I'm working with mental illness. So it's really, I mean, a lot of it is up there, that if you get it out and spill it and like just release the energy. And thank you very much, both Ryan and Sangeeta.
Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Hamida. And I'd really like to add something to that. We have a concept called the benevolent capitalism, where I really love that concept of the blue ocean. Benevolent capitalism is like that. Are you willing to be the leader? This, that you know that there is an ocean and there is no lack. Even if nobody right now believes that, are you willing to be the leader that believes that and actually starts, so that all those that know that, like, you can find you and join you?
Yes.
And if it doesn't allow that, can we please destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine, shots. Thank you, Hamida.
And just what? I just want to point out one thing. That is not a concept. Okay, so I know I know that's not what you meant, but a lot of time you see, when I say abundant, you say, oh, that's a concept. So that's how you go into your mind. So concept is something, it's a byproduct of your mind.
Mind, yeah.
Okay? So if you believe that it's just a concept, then maybe you think, oh, that's a positive concept, that's a beautiful concept. You still don't really see it. You don't live as if that is real.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually real, but we create so many lies and so many inventions to make us so separate from what is real, and that is the abundance, the infiniteness.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Ryan. I mean, I'm also going to be really careful when I call it a concept, because obviously there's something I know about it, and yet it's not yet a reality in my world too.
Yeah.
And I've been asking for that to show up as a reality. So this was the missing piece. Thank you. I'll start here. Everywhere is just a concept in my mind. So everywhere you know something greater and it's just a concept in your head, can you please revoke, destroy, and uncreate all of that, please? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine, shots, boys, and girls. Wow, actually.
So maybe a question that you can ask is, what would it take for this to not be just a concept? So it become real and you start to see it in your everyday life and in your business.
Wow, I'll have that.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're having being you with business. I know David has a question. So do we have time to talk about that and take David's question? Or do we take David aside after the class and then bombard him?
Do whatever you like.
Let's take David's question. David, very
Okay.
quickly.
Can you?
We
David,
heard
we
you
can't-
for
I'm,
2 seconds.
I'm
and then-
aware that I am collecting stupid people to work with me, not collecting the good people to work with me.
Bad cop or good cop, David? Which one do you want?
I don't want to teach them anymore. I want to cooperate. But I'm always looking at the stupid person to work with. And they are learning something from me, which is I'm not co-creating with them.
Ryan, I have one very good clearing. Can I run it first?
Sure.
Please. Thank you. So all the oath, vows, fealties, communities, binding and bonding contracts and soul contracts, you have to only hire those that you have oaths, vows, fealties, binding and bonding contracts with from any other lifetime. Would you be willing to revoke, destroy, and
Yes.
all please?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad.
Right,
good and bad. I hear you, brother. This is like the herd party. I hear you. I only changed it a couple of years ago. So, but that hearing really saved me because I was only hiring people that I had oath vows with. So it would become like a very painful transaction. And then I changed it to, I started asking for who's better than me, who knows the job better than me, and what would it take for them to contribute to my business and my life. And then I started finding people who were experts in their area, so I didn't have to do very much. I just had to let them know what I
Yeah,
would.
I'm also looking for that.
So everywhere you're only hiring all those that you have oaths, vows, fealties, communities, binding and bonding contracts and soul contracts with. From any lifetime, would you be willing to revoke, destroy, and create all of that?
Yes.
Right,
Right,
and-
wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, and shots, boys, and beyond.
Cool. I did that with servants at home, so I ended up serving them. Like, it was very funny.
So a lot of people, they hire people that are less capable than themselves because they believe if they are the boss, they need to know everything. They need to be the best one. So this is actually a competition. It's a form of competition, just not the direct like killing each other competition. But it's like I need to prove I'm better than you. That's why I can control you. You listen to me. You do what I say. So you need to let go of that control freak of you to let other people do something beyond your control. But you be aware of that. You don't control, but you be aware. Then you will be fine.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
can we have like a crazy hearing for control freaks also? Everywhere you decided you're the best, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? And you
Yes.
know your business best, can you please destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right,
Right,
right.
wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, and shots, boys, and beyond.
You want to add something with mindfuck and busy and
I'm out of idea. Okay. I don't have one. Okay, I'm out of idea for now.
so Dr. David, did that help?
Yeah. Something moved out.
Awesome. How does it get any better than this? So
Thank
guys, I do want Ryan to talk about his class. He has a Being You in Business class tomorrow. Ryan, would you give us the information about it?
If you are having a business and it's not fun, it's because you are not being you. And if you make fun your priority, a lot of things will work. And your business can actually be a huge contribution of you finding more about you and realizing how great, how potent, how magical you can be. Okay, so what if you change your point of view? It's not that you work for your business, it's not that you serving your business, but you access your brilliance with business. You create a business that contribute to you, support you to be you. That's a totally different way of functioning, and that's totally beyond this reality. So that's what I will talk a lot more tomorrow. You can still sign up. Okay, I don't know how you can sign up, but you can sign up. If you really want, you will find a way. All right.
So Fena can share the link with us. And Fena, do we have a price as well so we can let everybody know how much it is?
It's $450 US, and with country pricing.
With
So,
country pricing. So that's the full pricing, yeah? 450?
yes.
Yes, awesome. So if you
So
want to
that's
get
for
out,
most of us. All right. So
if you want to get out of busyness and you want to really get into business, and your whole life, if your whole life is business and you've been avoiding business, you've really been avoiding your life. So if you want to stop doing that and actually start creating, please join my good, I'm going to call you the good cop today because you've been so good. My good cop, my partner in crime and consciousness, in his class tomorrow. What time does it start for Indonesia time and India time, if we can have that?
I think it's 9:30 Indonesia time.
Oh, so that's about 8 o'clock in 8 p.m. India. I don't know what
Yes.
that is in China. So if anyone can just do that for...
That's 10:30 for Malaysia and Singapore.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing most of you there. I know I'm signing up. I'll see you, Ryan, tomorrow in the class. And don't think, choose what's light. Thinking fucks you up. That's the mind fuck. If I do this class, what would my life look like? If I don't do this class, what will my life look like? Choose what's light. Okay, guys. See
All right.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Hashtag
you.
thinking
Bye.
will fuck you up. That's what you say. All right, guys. Sorry, I need to go now because I have another Zoom.
Good.
So, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye. Bye.